the HO3K armband wherever I go. I go to parties. I've had people identify me based off this armband. That's how lit these guys are. That's a true story.
That's crazy. You know what we got coming up right now? We got some New England action. We got the Actuary mostly playing in Connecticut, sometimes going to Rhode Island events, and then JohnCenaFan69, I believe, is Mass.
Okay, yeah, no, I believe that is correct. I mean, Mass is known for its stupid names, so it would track for certain. And granted, I did get to, believe, cast both of these players yesterday in doubles, and it was a pretty decent match, all things considered. But we'll see how they fare this time around.
Yeah, Actuary definitely one of the sleeper picks in New England. Someone who's always kind of brings it, but people don't associate them with some of New England's best. But they are, definitely the best Zelda in the region. But can definitely put the hurt on. You're already seeing it here.
12%.
All right, we're going to keep that rolling here. That's the power of Zelda sometimes. You're just not able to play the video game. Yeah,
no, it's wild, especially in the ledge trapping scenario. I mean, we saw right there, even the moment that the stock was taken, we saw Actuary immediately run off stage, charge that Phantom, and then teleport from the top to the ledge, which means that you can't be two-framed, and the Phantom hitbox will come out and hit from under. So it's just like a very good option to pick when you're trying to go ahead and deal with that invulnerability. But now, hopping onto the second stock, it looks like not a great time for JohnCenaFan. Cannot get away from the fire that is Jin's.
That is getting insane so far. I think a lot of this is, one, Actuary is an incredible player, but two, you are playing a big body, especially D3. Being able to get out of the disadvantage is already really difficult, but being able to get off of ledge as D3 is almost impossible. You have to rely on the Gordo hop from ledges, but it can only do so much, especially when you're Zelda. You can go for Phantoms, you can go for F smashes, which cover so much space. You are just damned if you do, damned if you don't. Gonna get the fire there, and that's gonna end it off.
Yeah, and it's tough because it's like, I mean, you were mentioning it before, right? D3 big body, but it also, like, it means that every time that Jin's fire is an option, it's like, you want a neutral air dodge through it, but you're just so big that the explosion kind of ends up hitting you on both sides. So it's like, it doesn't really matter if you get through it or not. You have to do a directional air dodge pretty much if you want to get by it. And like, you don't want to burn it, because then Zelda's going to run off stage, down air you, and you're going to die anyway. So it's going to be really hard for JohnCenaFan69 to go ahead and get past this.
Absolutely. And I can't even say whether or not JohnCenaFan69 was playing that well, because he didn't really get a chance to play. It was a lot of, we talk about a lot, it is reactive versus proactive play. He was reacting to everything that the Actuary was doing. He wasn't able to actually set his own pace, set his own game, and because of that, he was stuck in this kind of hell scenario where he could not get on the ground.
Okay, so now the question is this next game going to be as well, is it going to be a body bag? I'm thinking it might. I'm hoping not, but
I think D3 is a character. Smash in general is a game of momentum. But I think D3 in general is a character where if you get off to a bad start, any of the super heavies, you are just not able to really autocorrect and get back to where you need to be. So if we don't see a decent start from JohnCenaFan, I don't know what they can actually get going. They don't really have that comeback potential like other characters do.
Oh, hold on. Oh my, don't pick DDD again, man. Tell me you got a pocket. Tell me you got a pocket. They just went through the stage striking process. They're still, I don't know if they ended up finishing it on the tablets. We're going to see what they end up picking here.
Looks like Smashville.
Okay, Smashville. Because I did see a hover over Pirate Mithra. I think that was a meme, though. It looks like it will be D3.
Yeah.
I don't know if Smashville is going to be enough. But, like, I will say that, like, definitely a skill issue. But despite that, we are going to go ahead and take a look to see how this next game is going to pan out, because despite what I know, I've seen players like Atomisk rock DDD and be able to like burn through a player like Actuary. I don't want to say no problem, but kind of like it definitely is a skill thing.
It is definitely possible, yeah. I think at that point it's like, is the matchup worse than you were better than the player?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's really the question here, and I think these players are relatively even in skill wise. So this is the area where the matchup tier lists actually do matter. Sometimes they just don't matter, because you wouldn't have someone like you said, like Atomisk, who can take sets off of people at Summit of all places. Gonna take the stock there, so it's not looking great for JohnCenaFan so far, but finally able to hold some type of advantage, even if it's only for a fleeting moment.
Oh my gosh, and gets hit by a sweet spot 4 there. And like, I'm watching this, And I'm thinking, like, if I'm John Cena fan, what are some adjustments that I can make to potentially make this a little bit easier for myself, right? And one is, like, mixing up the options getting off the ledge. Yes, it is difficult, but I think you have multiple jumps. I think that option is actually pretty decent, right? Drop from ledge, start using those jumps to go around maybe and try to get yourself to the center platform. Not a bad option to go for. And especially, like right there, you shield. You also have the option of just backing up, you know? Like, you don't have to, you could just run away from the Phantom. But now you're down to your last stock.
Yeah, I think the other thing is when it comes to Phantom, they're not really – Phantom's controlling so much space, and you're not able to control the amount of space with Gordo as you normally would because one Phantom just kind of beats out most of the time.
Yeah.
The other issue is you have that neutral beat, you have that reflector, and DDD, from what I understand, a lot of their matchups are, is Gordo good? It's a decent matchup. Is Gordo bad? It is terrible. And Gordo's not doing the work in this set.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those moments where it's like, oh, God. Again, the Jin's fire. Like, that's kind of all she wrote.